Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 3 of The Little Mermaid. If you've missed part 1 and part 2, I've provided links to both these parts in the description. Now let's discover what happens to Caspian and Delphina. Delphina was rapidly losing her strength as she valiantly dragged Caspian to the surface of the ocean. She finally reached the beach and laid Caspian on the sand. Then she opened the flask and poured the witch's indigo blood into Caspian's mouth to revive him. Delphina was very, very weak now. With her last remaining strength, she returned to the ocean to her dearest friends Oscar and Dolph. Then Caspian awoke. He wailed loudly. He remembered drowning, the sea witch grabbing him, and Delphina resolutely chasing the witch. Then he saw Delphina lying almost lifeless with Dolph and Oscar. He cried even louder, wondering how he could save the mermaid's life. Then, out of thin air, the fairy godmother appeared, waving her magic wand. To Caspian's surprise, he felt a sharp sting and a flutter on one shoulder. And then a sting and flutter on the other shoulder. He rose to his feet as the fairy godmother murmured, "These golden gills, it is my wish. Underwater, you'll breathe like a fish." The fairy godmother continued, giving Caspian a second gift. "This guiding light will take you there. Underwater, to the witch's lair." This magic button, depress it here. Burning red lasers blast far and near. Then she continued with the third gift. "These magic arrows never miss. Be not afraid of the serpent's hiss." Caspian was thrilled with the magic bow. He wanted to try using it immediately. The fairy godmother scolded him. "Delphina is dying. There's no time to waste." Then she gave Caspian a sharp shove into the deep blue ocean. "Face your fears. Swim like a fish. Slay the snakes. And speak without stammering." The magic compass, with a bright beam of light, guided Caspian to the witch's cave. With the golden gills, Caspian could breathe underwater like a fish. He swam swiftly and confidently, conquering one of his fears. But when he reached the entrance to the witch's cave, he almost lost his nerve, seeing 5 deadly poisonous blue snakes with their forked red tongues flicking back and forth, guarding the entrance to the cave. But he remembered the fairy godmother's words, "Slay the serpents," and he was confident in his skill as a champion at archery. He unleashed a stream of yellow arrows at the snakes with their flicking red tongues, and cleared a path to enter the witch's cave. Caspian had conquered his second fear, his fear of snakes. "My dearest prince," said the witch, speaking in the mermaid's voice, "I knew you hadn't forgotten me. How I've missed you! Stay with me. You will be the king of the underwater kingdom." Prince Caspian now knew that he must overcome his final fear, to speak without stammering. He calmly looked at the witch and spoke clearly from his heart. "These darkest depths where you do reign, I've ventured forth in endless pain to beg, O witch, your power untold. Release the treasure that you hold." A mermaid's life, a fragile thread. Her golden hair for her golden head. Her voice a song now lost to me. And so I bring this mournful plea. If you refuse, I'll stay to fight, and fight to death with all my might. This for certain I decree will end your bitter tyranny. "I don't have the golden hair, but you can have it if you can find it, charming prince," said the witch, still speaking sweetly in the mermaid's voice. "You lie. You speak with the mermaid's voice, so you must have hidden her hair. You leave me no option," said the prince. He pressed the red button. The 3 laser beams blasted forth, focusing their energy on the 3 iron serpents on the witch's head. The 3 serpents clattered towards the cauldron. The witch knew that her end was near, as she spluttered and staggered, revealing the mermaid's golden hair. As the 3 snakes fell into the cauldron, the witch tumbled to the ground lifeless. And the prince quickly seized the mermaid's golden hair. And now let's discover what happens in the finale of this story. Now Caspian grasped the mermaid's hair tightly. He swam away from the witch's cave, kicking his legs strongly. He was afraid that he would not reach the mermaid in time to save her. Still kicking and swimming furiously, he felt new strength in his legs. Faster and faster he went, swimming powerfully with ever more graceful movements. He had conquered all his fears. And he was sure that he could save Delphina. Delphina was almost lifeless when he reached her on the beach. He placed the golden hair gently on her head. And Delphina awoke almost immediately, as beautiful as before. The sea creatures smiled, and the corals bloomed as Prince Caspian and Princess Delphina, holding hands, swam gracefully underwater. We've reached the end of this video, so please do send me your comments. I'd love to hear from you. And hit the like and subscribe button to be notified about new content. Meanwhile, here are a few playlists which I'm sure you'll enjoy. I hope to see you soon.